Hey y'all. Um, okay, so if you're an empath, then you might have noticed throughout your life that you can feel what other people are feeling, the people around you. You can feel what they're feeling. If they're crying, then all of a sudden, like maybe you start crying and you have no idea why, besides the fact that you feel bad for them or something. Um, but I've recently learned um that is true. You feel what they're feeling, and so if they're happy, then you're going to be happy too. But once you learn how to harness your own energy and not absorb other people's energy, then it becomes a mirror. I realized that, or I learned that um it's really they're projecting how they feel onto you. And once you've learned how to harness your own energy and not absorb other people's energy, then it's a reflection of how they feel, and it goes back to them, and you don't absorb it, so you're not going to be sad or whatever. You're just going to be at peace regardless of how they feel. And it tells you so much about that person. Like, nothing's personal. Nothing is personal. So whatever they're projecting onto you, it has nothing to do with you. It has nothing to do with anything that you did or how they feel about you. It's how they feel about themselves. And they're just projecting it onto you because people will do that. And they don't want to, at that point in their life, they don't want to take accountability for how they feel. They're still in the loop of blame, shame, and guilt, and they don't want to take accountability for, or they don't know that they need to take accountability for it, and they're on autopilot and just projecting it onto you. And so if you might have found yourself in repeating toxic relationships with like narcissists and uh and just toxic people over and over. And and if you step back and look at it from a higher perspective, if you tap into your your higher self and the energies, if you just read the energy, then you can you can see a lot clearly what that person is feeling and thinking, and what their motives are, what their intentions are. And and once you realize that it has actually nothing to do with you, then you can start to heal yourself and stop absorbing other people's energy, heal yourself, and attract better relationships in your life, for one, because you can clearly see people's intentions way before um way before they do them. Wait, like you can pick up signs and like the little things that they do way before uh or well, no, you pick up the little signs and stuff like immediately, so then you know what their future intentions are, and you can just cut them out. Like, you don't have to, like, they're not serving your highest good, so just fuck them. Like, leave, not fuck them, but like cut them out of your life, because ain't nobody got time for that. And but you'll start to notice that you're like, because people, narcissists, like, they can sense people that who can't say no. Like, my whole life I haven't been able to say no to people, and until recently. And now that put up emotional boundaries and just boundaries everywhere. I'm telling people no, like left and right. And my life has changed so dramatically because of this. And I mean, if that's one of your like weaker points, or what, one of the lessons that you need to learn, if that's one of the lessons you need to learn, then you'll see that and usually with empaths it is, because we just want to help everybody. We just want to help everybody regardless of how it affects us and internally and like our life in general. Um, but once you realize that the key to life is self-love and self-respect and self-worth, and you apply that to your life, you will notice your life change so quickly and so dramatically. It's unbelievable. Like, and it'll if and it's not that and it's like it's these things are happening for you so that you can learn these lessons and can ascend and help other people with it, and help other people realize these facts um and ascend also. um it's nothing personal. And so you have to you have to let go of guilt or and fear of like confronting these people and or standing up for yourself. Like you'll know if you're like on the fence about if somebody is a narcissist or not. Just tell them no one time. Tell them no one time and see how they react. You can tell. You'll immediately see it. They'll start flipping shit and try to gaslight you, and like don't just like now. I used to get so like worked up when people would try to and gaslight me. And but I also at the same time they're draining. Like when you when you when you let somebody else give like uh when you have an emotional reaction to something somebody else says, they're doing that on purpose. Whether they realize it or not, they're doing it on purpose because they feed off your energy. Like they will siphon your energy. And this and so I realized that or I wouldn't even, if I ever, like anytime I would start to fight back or like argue back or whatever, or have an emotional reaction to somebody gaslighting me, I get like worked up for a second and then I'd be like, I don't even fucking have the energy for this shit. Like, and they would accuse me of gaslighting them, which is what they do. And I was so confused. I was like, you know, I don't even have the fucking energy to start any kind of drama. Like I've always avoided conflict and drama at like almost all costs. Not all costs, but if it was something that I was like passionate about or really believed or something, then then I would definitely like fight them about it. Not fight them, but like, you know what I mean? And um and if I just ignored them, then they'd just keep on, like keep on doing whatever they could to try and get an emotional reaction out of me. And I noticed that, so I would refuse to give them an emotional reaction. And now I've like realized that um you like whenever people do that, you have to cut them out of your life. Like because they're just going to keep on doing that. And and if you do keep ignoring them, then sometimes they get violent and it's not safe to be around. um um so uh but yeah, and so once you realize that and you do start cutting these people out because you're not going to let them in your energy, then then yeah, things start because you're doing it for you. Like you're doing it out of self-respect and self-love and self-worth. Then you've learned the lesson and can move on and to your next lesson or whatever. And but you move up, you level up, you move up in life. And um so yeah, it's I don't know, it's crazy though. Now I can now that okay, so my point was is that you mirror their energy and how they feel and stuff. So it just bounces right back to them and then they don't know what to do. They have no idea what to do and they're confused and your success it activates your good karma. It activates your good karma and activates their bad karma. So whatever they've been doing to you, whatever karma they've racked up um with you and anything else or whatever, it will activate it once you have learned that lesson and walk away. Once you can once you can peacefully walk away and you don't have to prove yourself to them, you don't have to prove like you don't have to uh prove them wrong and prove yourself right, and you can just be at peace. You can clearly and just love them. Love them for they know not what they do. But because they haven't awakened, they're still asleep and in the matrix and are low vibrational. If you can see this, then your vibration is higher than theirs, and you are on a different level in life altogether. And you will be guided to leave them and get cut them out of your energy because they're stealing your energy. They're siphoning it. And but once your energetic field just like reflects it back to them, then then yeah, you've blocked them from your energy and it means it's time to move on. You just have to tap into your energy field and tap into spirit and never tap out. Bye. Love y'all.